What is up, fellow YouTubers? Hmm. So I seem to have over trimmed. I seem to have over trimmed my goatee a bit, so I shaved it all off to regrow it. And I over trimmed my goatee a bit, so I ended up shaving it all off to regrow it back out. Of course, I noticed that whenever I shave the whiskers off my face, I'll look a lot younger than I really am. I mean, yeah, I got my mustache. My mustache is trimmed very nicely. No, Nathan Harmon. I am 27. No, do I like it when I overshave my face? No, but it happens. So, no sense in flipping out about it. Really, just kind of take it with a grain of salt, I guess. Um, Really ain't nothing but a thing. I mean, I know I'm capable of. Ain't nothing but a thing. I know I'm capable of growing a goatee out. So next time I go to shave my face, I'll leave a little bit of area for my goatee to grow back in. Did I grow a mustache overnight? No, I did not. This took this all this right here took a couple weeks to grow out, and then I trimmed it. This mustache took a couple weeks to grow out, and then I trimmed it up just recently. Just when I was shaving earlier, as a matter of fact. And I seem to have overshaved on my goatee a little bit, and I didn't like the way it looked, so I ended up shaving it all off. Which growing back a goatee is going to be difficult. Now this combination doesn't look bad on me. I feel hmm, yeah, I feel weird without my goatee on. Oh no, I'm not cutting off any of this hair right here on my head. No, that's being left alone for the most part. I'm not too worried about it. I know I'm capable of growing a goatee. That's the important thing. So, hello, Melissa Justice Todd. How are you? Well, I'm going to try to shoot for an iPhone 6 if they still carry them. Of course, I might be able to get it replaced for free if I let them know it was an accident. And it was an accident, you know. I take very good care of, you know. Yeah, I disagree. I'm not really a fan of Android. I'm more of a fan of the iPhone because I can get iTunes with it automatically. I don't gotta download iTunes to the phone. Hmm. Hello, Cam's Ivor's Solar Activity. Not sure how you pronounce your incredibly long username, but what's up? Favorite band? Hmm. That's a tough one 'cause I like a lot of bands. Favorite thing to eat at Olive Garden? I don't know. I haven't eaten there in a long ass time. Hmm. See, I couldn't pick between Cradle of Filth and Ozzy Osbourne. It's like that'd be tough for me. Well, this combination doesn't look bad on me, but I don't know. It's weird not having a goatee to play with because I'm used to that now. I'm just going, you know what I'm saying? I shaved them off. I shaved those off too. Oh man, I got me some water. And of course, I spilled water all over the kitchen floor while grabbing a cup. Typical. But if you've just tuned into YouTube Live, when I say over trimmed, yeah, I got rid of my disgusting neck hair, shaved that off, and then I tried to shave the middle part down to match the, you know what I'm saying. But that didn't work out so well. So, uh, it is what it is. My new revolver. Oh nope, I haven't shot it yet. I imagine I'll get to take it to the range one of these days, and I'll try it out. I'm not in an immediate hurry to shoot it. You know what I'm saying? I'll get to shoot it when I get to shoot it, you know. Hmm. And like I said, this combination doesn't look bad on me, but I don't know, YouTube. I'm so used to having that goatee down there to play with. I Yeah, I am capable of growing it out, as you can see, but it just takes for fucking ever for me to grow it out. So when I get a little stubble down here, I'll shave around the stubble, and that stubble gets thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker, and eventually, you know. Yeah. Huh. That's funny. Not gonna happen. Nope, I like my long hair. This right here is staying on. Hmm. I don't know. I feel weird without my goatee. I like having it on there, and then no, it's just you know. But that happens every now and then. It happens when I shave every now and then. I'll over trim, and when I over trim, I end up shaving it all off and saying, "Fuck it, I'll just have to start over," I guess. Hmm. How long is my hair? Let's see. Well, if I put my hair in a ponytail, it's long enough that I can almost wrap it around my neck. Look at that. My hair is almost long enough that almost wraps around my neck. Oh, I took my dog collar off because I was shaving. And quite honestly, trying to shave while wearing a dog collar, I mean, it works for your face, but like if you go to shave your neck, you know, it's kind of next to impossible. So you gotta take off the dog collar to shave your neck. At least if you're a hairy guy like me. And luckily, chicks don't have to worry about that shit. Yeah, Chester Bennington has been dead for a while. The lead singer of Linkin Park. It sucks. Not a day goes by where I wish that he hadn't committed suicide. That if just one fan could have reached out and said, "Bro, don't do it." You know. But you take it as a learning experience, YouTube. You see how everyone. You literally see how. See, I even trim my sideburns up nice and clean. Yeah, buddy. So I literally got everything on my face just right, except for my goatee. But that happens. You know, I can always regrow it. You know, and that's just the thing of it. You know, I'm sure there were a lot of fans who would have been the one to say, "Hey, you know, don't hang yourself. It's not worth it." Ugh. Well, I was waiting for new episodes of Animation Domination to come on. And I don't think they're on until later on today, so I'll check later. Whoops. I didn't mean to fucking hit the mouse like that. Whoopsie daisy. There it is. The BB gun is coming along nicely. It's dry enough now where, here, I'll show it real quick. Take a look at this blue beast right here. Trying to keep all the paint off of the black kind of failed a little bit, but other than that, trying to keep most of the blue paint off of the metal. Trying to keep all the paint on the wood didn't quite work out like I thought it would, but it looks kind of cool, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. There's the almost finished product. You notice that even after I chopped the stock and painted it, it still works. The paint's dry enough that I can handle it, but it's a little bit sticky on this part right here. But other than that, this BB gun's pretty much done drying. And then this is how you make a bootleg BB gun right here, folks. Although looking back on it, I kind of wish I would have gone a little bit further forward with the chopping on the saw, but that's all right. I thought I had it right on, but it didn't turn out bad. It still looks good. I mean, for a BB gun, that does look pretty cool. Nice custom-made Daisy Red Ryder. Or in this case, a Daisy Blue Ryder. Well, I believe there might be a Sasquatch out there. You never know, For me to sit here and say that I believe in ghosts and magic and that sort of thing, and it just seems kind of stupid to say that, especially if I say that I might believe in aliens and that sort of thing. The plausibility of Sasquatch is not far out there. Because now that I got the paint on it dried, I could probably put this piece back on here. Oh, nope. That goes the other way. All right. Well, maybe I had it right the first time. Just a little Yeah, I heard it right the first time. Okay, get it on there. There we go. Now that the paint is done drying on the blue piece on this grip for the most part, I mean, it's a little bit sticky, but it's dry enough where it's not going to come off. That little spot is from earlier. I mean, it's dry enough now to where it's not going to come off. So there you go, folks. A blue bootlegged BB gun. That's pretty cool looking. This is not quite done. I might engrave or write something on the side here. Probably not on the handle. Yeah. I'll let the paint continue drying before I fucking engrave it. But right now, the paint on the stock right here on the paint on the pistol grip is pretty much dry. A little bit of sticky spots here and there, but they're not too bad. They're pretty much dry for the most part. The handle also same thing, pretty much dry for the most part. But I took this piece off and then just put it back on recently. Yeah. So I bet a lot of y'all were like, is that thing finished yet? Well, here you can see what it looks like. Pretty much finished, minus the engraving I might do to it. Of course, I might not engrave it. I might just leave it the way it is. Just because engraving it. Because like I could probably use Sharpie and write on this because it'd be a lot. It's permanent marker, and permanent marker don't wash off very easy. I mean, when the paint dries, I can trace out the design in Sharpie and then paint it, and then engrave it from there. But yeah, this BB gun's pretty much done for the most part. I mean, the grip's chopped off. It's repainted blue on the wood. I mean, I got a little bit of paint on the gun itself. That was kind of an accident. But it adds character to it, I think. So, this is cool looking. I think a lot of Daisy Red Ryder fans would call this sacrilegious. A lot of hardcore Daisy Red Ryder fans would be like, what the fuck did you do to that Red Ryder, son? It's like, wouldn't you like to know? So I'm trying to figure out how the fuck. Okay, here we go. So apparently, you load your BBs in the side right here, and then you close it up like that, push it into place. It doesn't push open very easily. I like that. Yeah, these things are so cool. I'm gonna have to make me one of these days. And this is for a friend of mine, and it's almost done drying. But yeah, chopping the stock didn't fuck with it. It just made it shorter. Yeah. Well, I'm feeling all right, other than the cold that I'm trying to fight off. But as far as that's basically a blue BB gun. I love that sound. But yeah, I got it over here on the bench. Like I got it laying on top of some paint cans, drying. But yeah, there's a final look at the BB gun before I set it back up to dry some more. Nice little bootleg BB gun. But that is kind of badass the way that's cut. I'm not gonna lie, just kind of, you know what I'm saying? That is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. This here's my BB gun, Craftsman Puntmaster, and I modified the stock myself. This one is a lot harder to modify on the stock than the other one. You know, I can make a legit business customizing these and selling these, man, because that turned out pretty sick. Exactly. That you'd be killing varmints in style with that thing. No, I'm not quitting Facebook. I'm just temporarily banned for 30 days. I'll be back on the 7th of next month on Facebook. The one nice thing about Facebook is that I really don't have to monitorize comments too much because I'm friends with most of the people on there. Damn straight. Yeah, here's the thing. I might just do that. Once I get Facebook Live back, I'll do a Facebook Live video and then I'll do a YouTube Live video. That way, all my fans are at least somewhat happy. They, you know what I'm saying? They're not just. Yeah. Hell yeah. Glad to hear it, James. Hell yeah. That's what's up. Sweet. Well, I over trimmed my goatee right here. Yeah, I missed the spot shaving it too. Classic. There you go. Now, I'm very particular about that sort of thing, Facebook or YouTube. Now, If I end up over trimming my whiskers and having to shave it all off, then I make sure that I get it all off. I'm not rocking a Hitler mustache. Nope, just not gonna happen. There's nothing cool about that particular mustache. Not really, no. No, they're not. There's nothing goth about mustaches like that. Adolf Hitler was not. No, he was not. Oh, why the fuck were you even talking about that asshole? I never gave you that tip, dude. I made a video saying glitter beards look like shit, in my opinion. What makes you think I gave you that tip? Nope. I won't be doing anything for that holiday. I don't know if 420 is coming up, but I'm probably not going to do shit for that day. If you don't know what glitter beards are, then you don't want to know. Trust me, they're stupid. Well, son of a bitch. YouTube, rest in peace, Full Metal Jacket actor R. Lee Ermey dies at 74. Oh, man, that sucks. It was a cool actor. Born March 24, 1944. Died April 15th, 2018. Oh, man. 74, huh? Well, shit. That sucks. Complications from pneumonia. Damn. Oh, doesn't that just suck? People are saying it in the comment section. I'm like, are they being serious? I had to look it up this time. Damn. Well, we're going to absorb a moment of silence for actor R. Lee Army Oswald. Yeah. I'm sure he's up there right now, looking down on all his family and friends and fans, and that sucks because I remember watching Lock and Load with that dude on YouTube, doing all the gun videos, the history of the shotgun. In fact, we're going to do that right now. I'm going to look that video up. I hate this fucking keyboard. Yes, I do. Of the comment on the video. In fact, why don't we all take a look at this here video? This is Lock and Load with R. Lee Army number 7 shotguns in the history of shotguns. So I'm going to post a video in chat for you all to check out. There we go. What's up, Kool-Aid Jimmy? Yes, I do. Yeah, I watch Hickok 45. He's awesome. Hell yeah. No word on when the wands are up. Yes, I watched Joey's World Tour. Nope, no custom wand orders. Possibly. Someone asked, can I cast love spells with your wands? Yes, but they wouldn't work on me because you can't cast spells against the person who made the wand. Yes, my wands are designed to practice magic, and they can be used for display. They can also be used for magical purposes. But as somebody who has had personal experience dealing with magic, be careful what you cast because it comes back upon you. I've witnessed this firsthand. Can the wands teach me those sweet guitar licks you do? No, that's comes from practice. No, your request is not annoying. I'm just not gonna do it right now. It's 1:20. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning, and my voice is rather tired from a cold that I'm trying to fight off. Hmm. I don't know. I haven't really had an evil spell that I've cast. Is there a spell that you can cast to get yourself a girlfriend? Theoretically, yes. It's really just the power of the mind. I mean, if you want a girlfriend, you just got to keep telling yourself it's going to happen. Even when it looks like it isn't going to happen, and it looks like you might be alone the rest of your life, you have to keep telling yourself it's going to happen. You have to keep telling yourself that, you have to keep telling yourself that you're going to find a girl that's just super attractive in your eyes, both mentally and physically, and you two are going to be awesome for each other. No amount of magic can prepare you for those encounters. Case in point, when I ran into that cute ass chick at Loaf and Jug standing in line right in front of me, and she looked around at me and smiled real big and what have you. I was completely unprepared for it. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Loaf and Jug is what we have down here in Wyoming in the Rockies. We don't have 7-Elevens like they do everywhere else. Honestly, I don't know. She could have been smiling to be polite. I don't think she was into me. Do I like boobs or ass? I'm more of a boob man myself, but I can appreciate a nice ass. I don't know about that. I did not, but thank you, Dr. Butts, for giving me some money. Well, I used to have a dream car, but not anymore. I used to, I go through periods where I don't even want a car just because there's so much fucking money. I go through periods where I'm content with where I am in life. I go through periods where I'm content where I'm at in life for the most part. Josh, isn't it cool to think that one of your wands will likely be in some kind of museum hundreds of years from now? I never stopped to think about that, Parker Jackson, to be brutally honest, but that's if my wands survive that long. Because if just one of my wands survives hundreds of years from now and ends up in a museum somewhere, I'd be happy with that. Generations from now would gawk in amazement at the thought of some autistic spurg like myself creating wands to sell on an Etsy store. Someone in chat asked, do I plan on continuing to make wands? And the answer is yeah, I do. Excuse me. I'm working on another batch right now. I gotta finish the Crystal Scepter and then build 3 more handhelds. So I basically got 4 more to go. It's a good place to stop for now. I don't want to burn myself out on creating those. Is there a way I can set an alarm on my computer to where like iTunes starts playing? Because just have me wake up at 12 o'clock tomorrow. That'd be fantastic. Oh, my new pistol. It's in my pocket. It's in my pocket. It's in my holster right here. Let's see some titties. I don't have tits, yo. I got pecs. That's their choice, man. You know. Someone asked, what would you think if someone used one of your wands to practice the dark arts? That's their call, you know. Once they buy the wand, they're responsible for anything they cast with that wand is therefore on the responsibility of the person who cast it. One person asks, the chick you bought the earrings from at the mall, or the chick that you see at Loaf and Jug? Well, that's hard to pick between the two. They're both pretty cute, but uh, who's the best porn star? I can't really say I have a favorite. You can only choose one. The other one's going to die. That's a fucking horrible hypothetical. I'm not even going to answer that. Then I choose neither of them so that both of them are spared in that hypothetical. Josh, would you be cool if a girl you were dating was bi? Yes, I would. As a matter of fact, bi chicks are fun to date. Because think about it. Just think about this for a second. How many guys would love to have sex with two chicks at the same goddamn time. You get two chicks in bed, and she wants you and another chick in bed. I mean, come on, most guys would be like all over that, like stank on rice. Although I'm starting to lose interest in dating, I've been more focused on doing things for myself. Homeboy Alex is doing good. Doesn't really interest me. Big Papa Punk Rock says, you could become a swinger, Josh. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the guy who's lucky enough to get pussy once a year could become a swinger. That's fucking funny. Uh, Not a whole lot, Eric Walters, just discussing the fact that I over trimmed my shit on YouTube here. It'll grow back. I'm not worried about that. I mean, nothing against you if you are a swinger. That's just, if that's your life, that's your life. I'm not here to judge, but BB gun's doing good. It's still drying. Grab me some more water to drink. Well, thank you, Eric. I'd have to agree with you on that. Well, I'm making the BB gun for a friend of mine, and his favorite color is blue, so. Yeah, sometimes, don't feel bad about that, Mr. Danny DeVito fan club or Miss whatever you're. Danny DeVito fan club says, I can't even speak to a girl. Bro, don't sweat it. Like, I know exactly how that goes. That's another reason why I've considered giving up dating, is because I have a hard time talking to the opposite sex, and I hate large groups of people. Like, I'm not a very social person. You know what I'm saying? So I generally avoid social situations for the most part. I mean, that being said, I mean, yeah, I know it'd be lonely as fuck, but I mean, even if I gave up on dating, I'd still find women attractive. I just wouldn't, date or any of that. And right now, I haven't. Excuse me. Right now, I haven't completely given up on dating, but I'm thinking about it. Every other 4 days, another 4 days goes by, And every 4 days that goes by, it just sounds more and more tempting. I always feel like I'm at a place in society. I feel like, that, yeah. No, there's been a couple of girls that were really pretty. I didn't let their beauty intimidate me, and I was able to look past it and still talk to them. Don't know how the fuck I did it, considering there were some girls that were hot, and I'm just like, I could try talking to that chick, but I already know the answer is going to be fuck off, you gothic, autistic looking creep. uh, it's like, well, you're lost, toots, not mine. Shit. I got a shit ton of fangirls that would gladly fuck me in a heartbeat, so who the fuck are you? I got a shit ton of hot chicks that watch my videos that would gladly fuck me in a heartbeat. I'm just saying. Uh, and of course, none of these hot ass goth chicks that watch my videos are anywhere near Casper. It's just so convenient, isn't it? Um, I find it's much easier not to focus on dating when I can't get it very often, just because it's less depressing that way. You feel me, YouTube? Why dwell on something that's going to make you more depressed? I mean, I'm already somewhat depressed on a day-to-day basis. Like, I'm never completely happy in life, and that's just part of dealing with the autism. I might have moments of complete happiness, but just moments. I know, what I'm saying. Like, I'm never like completely satisfied. You know. Don't get me wrong. It'd be nice to meet a girl that I'm sexually and mentally attracted to, and it just works. You know what I'm saying? The kind of chick you walk around town with, and people look and they're like, "Man, it's a cute looking goth couple. Check that out." Aw. But after the bullshit that I went through with my last relationship, I'm a little hesitant on the trust issues. And this is nothing bad against any of my recent exes, but something told me the relationship wasn't going to last very long. And sure enough, I was right. These YouTube trolls were talking a lot of shit about Summer, and she flat out told me, "Look, I can't take the pressure of dating a YouTube celebrity right now. We can still be friends though." I'm like, "That's cool. I'm down for that." And quite honestly, I understand where she's coming from. Most women aren't going to be used to the fact that thousands of people will make fun of her just for her taking pity on me and saying, "Oh, you know what? I don't care if he has Asperger's. I want to look past that." Yeah, because how dare these women, right? I couldn't be any more sarcastic if I wanted to be. But it really shows you what kind of society we live in, when women who look past my Asperger's and decide to give me a chance and go out with me, and I finally get a chance at some happiness in life, and these fucking trolls are like, no, we can't have that. So if I'm lucky enough to date a girl in the near future, I try to keep my dating life and my YouTube life separate. I didn't always do that in the past because it usually didn't matter, but after these trolls basically made fun of my last girlfriend, they basically made fun of my last girlfriend to the point where she broke up with me because she couldn't take dealing with it. That sucks. I'm like, okay, check this out. I find a girl whose favorite colors are black and green. She can't get pregnant and she likes reptiles and she's into heavy metal. I'll check that out. That's cool. Right on. Not too good to be true. You think that's going to last long? Oh, that's funny. That is fucking funny. And I take it with a grain of salt, to be honest, because at least this time it wasn't my fault. Pretty much the only two breakups that I've only had two breakups from chicks that were kind of my fault, but like the rest of them weren't, well, actually one, I should say, because, if I could give you any advice, don't cheat on your girlfriend. Don't do it. I had a pretty good thing going with Stephanie, and I royally fucked that up. So, yeah. If you got a good thing going with a chick, don't fuck it up. Even if, okay, you're long distance for a couple months and it sucks hearing that person's voice on the other line and knowing that's as close as you're going to be to that person for a couple months. Believe me, I've been there. It sucks. But I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how lonely you get. It ain't worth it, man. I got a little bit tipsy. I was horny. I wanted some pussy. I made some bad decisions, And the shitty part is I could have gotten away with it. Oh yeah. If I would have kept my fucking mouth shut, Stephanie never would have found out. I should have kept my mouth shut. But that's what I get for having a fucking conscience. In the back of my mind, I'm like, you're a piece of fucking shit, you scumbag motherfucker. You spend your entire high school life, you spend your entire existence in high school getting told no by chicks, and a chick finally gives you the chance and you fucking cheat on her, you fucking piece of shit. And I'm sitting in the back of my mind like, come on, dude. You spend your entire life getting told no by chicks, and one that's not half bad looking actually gives you a chance and you blow it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt bad, like, you know what I'm saying? I can't change the past. All I can do is learn from it. And, well, after my actions pretty much ended that relationship, I says to myself, I'm never cheating on any of my girlfriends ever again, because quite frankly, that was some bullshit. I had a good thing going with Stephanie and I fucked it up. But maybe it was meant to happen for a reason, I might say things like, I wish I never would have met her, but that's just me being bitter about my stupid decisions. I mean, you want me to be 100% real with you about it. Who knows what would have happened? You know, if I hadn't met Stephanie, you know what I'm saying? Life would have been so much different. Yeah. Like I might get pissed off and angry whenever, you know, certain things are brought up, but man, I might say things like, I wish I never would have met Stephanie, but a lot of that just comes from the anger, at, you know, my own stupid mistakes. No, I'm not the marrying type. Parker Jackson says, do you think you would have gotten married if things would have been different? Um, no, probably not. Well, that's not necessarily true. I mean, if you find a girl you're willing to spend the rest of your life with and she's worth it, then yeah, you'll get married to her. But don't just get married because all your friends are doing it. You know what I'm saying? You got to wait for the right one. Otherwise, that marriage ain't going to last very long. I can tell you that right now. Fuck that noise. Are you going to make little cobras? Fuck that noise. The thought of me reproducing is a scary thought. Scotty's doing good. Thank you for asking. You know, I kind of do, but that's not my decision to make, Parker Jackson. What if you got divorced and she takes all your tobacco butts and your sweet burger recipes? Well, I can always make more tobacco butts when I smoke my cigarettes. And a lot of my sweet burger recipes are inside my head. So how the fuck would my supposed ex-wife take, the burger recipes out of my head? You dig what I'm saying? Like, what if she downloads your mind? uh, be a waste of a download. And believe me, it's so much easier to focus on yourself when you have a hard time with the ladies. I wouldn't say I have the most difficult time because I do notice that women have responded to me more positively in the last couple of years. At least now women aren't as shy around me as they used to be, but it's still, I do horrible in social situations, so I avoid it for the most part. Work's going good. Thank you for asking. Hmm. I'm curious to see something. Let's open the date and time preferences. I'm not seeing. Crap. I really wish I hadn't broken my phone earlier. That was my alarm clock. Ugh. I should be awake by 12:30 tomorrow in the afternoon. First thing I'll do is I'll wake up and then, figure out, hey, what time it is and all that sort of thing. It might be more than the screen too. I'll take my phone to the phone company that I got it from. On Tuesday, because I don't think I'm going to wake up in time Monday. But Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? That it is. My hair definitely looks a lot thicker than it did a couple years ago. My hair is definitely coming in a lot thicker. I like this. I like this a lot. No need to bleach my hair. My hair has natural blonde highlights in it. I pretty much avoid dyeing my hair anymore just because it's so freaking expensive and it kills the crap out of my hair. On top of being too expensive, it kills the crap out of my hair. It doesn't last. They make hair dye that's safe for hair. When was this? Since when? Because that's been my biggest complaint is that the hair dye they have kills the crap out of your hair. It doesn't last very long and it's really fucking expensive. Like 50, 60 bucks just to dye my hair black. And I could spend that money on other things. Alcohol, groceries, tobacco. Yeah, I think of how many pairs of pants I could buy. I could buy me a brand new pair of shoes with that kind of money. I'm just saying. Well, I think alcohol over dyeing my hair. I'd rather have alcohol, to be honest. Because, yeah, I know alcohol don't last long neither, but at least you get something out of it. I don't think you realize my predicament. And that's just it. Is I'm autistic. People with autism are allowed to be socially graceful. People with Asperger's syndrome are not allowed to have intimate relationships of any kind. I mean, there's no law against it, but that's just how it is. And there are some people with autism who get lucky enough to find, you know, someone, but then there's people like me where it's just like, it's never going to happen. So I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not going to force it. I'm just going to live each day for me, you know? I mean, that's so much easier anymore, is living each day for yourself and not because, not trying to live it for somebody else. Because if you live every day like insanely depressed because you don't have a girlfriend, then you're already living your life for somebody else that you haven't even met yet, and that's not good, you know. So like lately, I just said to myself, I'm not going to complain about it because, quite honestly, I don't care anymore. Most of these chicks are stupid, you know. All these chicks complain about how they want someone nice to date, and then as soon as someone nice comes into their life, they friend zone the poor bastard. It's like, well, okay, then don't complain to me when the person you're dating decides to break your fucking heart because he's a fucking asshole. Like, you continuously date assholes and then you expect a different outcome every time. I mean, it literally makes no sense whatsoever. But me, I just don't care anymore. Like, you know, if I find a girl, cool. If not, oh well, you know. I don't go out of my way anymore because I usually get told no every time. So, you know, I don't complain about it anymore. At least not like I used to. I just accept it for what it is and, you know, make the, make my make my life happen for me, you know. Well, I'm about to get another glass of water, load some pipe tobacco, bullshit with you for a bit longer on YouTube, and then probably want to pass the fuck out for a couple hours because it's getting late. And usually after like 6 to 8 hours of sleep, my body wakes up. The mustache was not over trimmed, no. As you can see, the stuff off my chin has been trimmed off. I over trimmed that, so I shaved it off to start over. No big deal. Do I shave my chest? I used to, but I quit doing that. Now I got a Chewbacca chest. Ladies love my sexy hairy chest, though. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, there are literally two kinds of people in the dating scene. YouTube. There are two kinds of people in the dating scene, the getters and the receivers. Or, excuse me, the getters and the waiters. My bad. People who can easily get it, or the receivers and the waiters. Yeah, people who can easily receive dating on the dating scene aren't always going to be happy with their choices. People who are quite often people who can very easily receive dating quite often doesn't mean they're going to be with someone that's preferably suited for them. A Widow's Peak update. Yeah, you can definitely see that those patches of hair right there getting nice and thick. Nice and thick. Won't be too long now. And your mom's pussy smells like ass. How about that? Yeah. That it is. My widow's peak is growing back in nice and thick. Now, if the rest of my bangs, like if the widow's peak, matched the length of my bangs now, I'd be happy with that. But in due time, Um, no, I have not been using chemicals. Really, just I hardly ever wash my hair. The grease will help. Like I'll comb the grease through my hair to help it grow out faster and stronger. And you're going in timeout. I'm not going to sit here and listen to your bullshit comments. Well, if you're not getting high off your weed, you might want to take a tolerance break for a little bit. Like, you take a break from smoking for at least 2 to 3 weeks and see if that helps. That's totally your call, Miss Emma Fritmark. I've had bad anxiety, yes, but it comes in waves. I learn to cope with it the best I can. Have you ever cooked milk steak? Hmm. Can't say I've heard of milk steak unless you're referring to cows. In which case you're talking about beef, then yes, I've had beef. It's a steak boiled in milk and ranch. Hmm. I cannot say I've ever tried that before, but I bet you it's tasty. Huh. I'm sure it can't be any weirder than what I've eaten before. Because I'll be the first to admit it. I've eaten some weird ass things. Damn, look at that widow's peak coming in. Nice and thick. Ooh-wee. Hmm. I'll take your word on that. A a milk steak milkshake. Huh. Hmm. Interesting. Definitely some interesting takes on food that I'm hearing of. Mm. maybe a pinch of pipe before heading to bed. Uh, well, to answer your question, Jim Caldera, no, I'm not. Well, it's all right. I might have over trimmed the goatee a bit, but other than that, can't really complain too much. Of course, they're lying, Jim Caldera. I don't use that nasty shit. Mm. That cherry pie tobacco smells delicious. Anyways, thank y'all for watching my video. And I'll catch you cool cobras on the flip side.